First of all, I explain the cover. The picture is well, you know, I like pictures, but it's not because of that. It's about the hills and valleys of our life. And if you notice, we're on top of it, we're not from the foothills. Because at our age, we should be there. We're not only starting a journey. Also, it's not my name here. It's the class of SSA 17 because you're all the authors. These are your stories. I'm just the editor. So here inside it says edited by me. But all in all, I want to thank you for sharing your lives, for taking me into your confidence and sharing your lives. And then also, since this is our book, suggest you keep it among us. Kahit magkatapos for mga secrets na pinahakap.
Agree.
Perhaps if you have a daughter who is inclined to reading, papasok ka sa amin yun. But you know, to have like a neighbor reading. If you want to have your story read because you are very proud of what you did, inamin lang yung page. Email it. It's here. Why? I must have been drunk when I suggested, half in jest, that we should have a book of our stories. No one really took that seriously. No one reminded me about it too. But I wanted to have this book. I am a journalist and I have always been curious about how people live. But I had allowed 50 years to pass without even taking time to ask each of you to tell me your story. There was always no time to sit and talk about where you've been. I wanted to hear your stories, but there will never be enough time to do that because when 3 or more of us are gathered, there is a burst of conversation, laughter, and phrases of the past tossed in, like flashes of memories, not completing a sentence. Gathering information for your stories to get your words into these pages was a privilege that I totally enjoyed. Despite the few snags of confusion on the use of new technology and the value of time, I tell you to read it and you read 2 days later. You know, I'm not in the mood anymore 2 days later. I closed the page. So, the value of time, it was an extraordinary pleasure to you tell me what you did in the past few years. I am humbled by the extraordinary lives you have lived. Your words have given me images of much joy, some heartache, and many victories. I felt a mother's anxiety when Marilu said she spent her days in the casino, gambling to lessen her anxiety when her boys were deployed to Iraq and Afghanistan. My stomach turned when Lucille told me about the night armed men barged into their house. I took delight in India's conquest of the male-dominated world of diesel engines. My heart overflowed with pride when I read about Millie's commitment to feed the hungry. I was surprised at the calm the Beth showed during the hotly contested elections in her area. I was touched by Marie Flore's insight that agrarian reform will soon take away her farms and lots of jobs. It's lovely to imagine Dina's milk lines with her Noritake China, silverware, and she's not waiting for a special occasion. Yes. I love the thought of Annie taking piano lessons from a 54-year-old teacher and meeting when she turned 50. And I enjoyed the stories of Agnes the traveler, Agnes the big sister, and Agnes the breeder of champion dogs. There are many more stories like those in this book. Before all of these memories fade away, I had to catch them and put them in this book for you to enjoy and for your future generation to appreciate. They will say, once upon a time, there lived an amazing woman who was my grandmother. That's you, each of you. I thank you all for being gracious with your time to tell me these stories. And I thank the dear friend Johannes Chua, who who was generous with his time and talent to put our words into pages, lovely enough to leave a lasting image of the Drots of SSA Class 7. Until we meet again. Thank you.
The 17 years is
Hindi naman na
And I traveled like Annie, 16 hours of grueling, travel time, but it's all worth it. I miss all of you, and for a moment I thought, well, I don't have a life in the States. It's just like I was here when I was high school, and I don't have a life in the States. I don't have children. I don't have a husband. It's just as though I lang. But it's been fun having all of you, and I miss you all. I will miss you all.
Yes.
Love you all.
You know, it was really hard for me to invite the two of them. Do you know how hard it is to be with all of you? I hate old women, you know that. But I only see you every few hours. But I live the two of them for 9 days. Can you imagine? She unpacks and packs in her corner. She unpacks and packs in her corner. And then kagahot. Kagahot kita pala. And then, first pa sa bag ko pala, hindi ka pa naman sulat kayo, mauo pa. Hindi ka pa naman sulat kayo, maligo pa. After a few days, wala na. Well, you know, that's why it's really hard. To be with old women, not only for you. And they're my rules. I really want to take all of your part.
All the effort.
Except I have a few pending cases. Actually, nalipat naman ko na But yeah, I love you. Yeah. Most of you. Thank you. I take all back the evil and the bad.
I just want to say,
I love
you say, I love you. What I really wanted to say was that, when I made the bags, I really meant it. We're all butterflies, right? And we all grew in our own way, in our own pace. We have so many differences that sometimes makes it hard for us to be together all the time. And I'm sure, Kamo, you had a lot of that because you had to work on this thing a lot. And but that's the beauty of it all. We were all able to grow together, grow but still be together. And may we always have the respect, and may we always have the love for each other all these years. And really, who knows what the 75th year will bring. But for now, we have each other, and that's all that matters. Thank you.
Yes. From down south, from down under of the Philippines. I'm not much of a talker in school among you, like me, like you. But I would just like to say this was an opportunity for me to go back to roots. Things ko, Pangutanan, where I started being a scholastican. That's all I knew before I left the school, scholastican lang. And thank you very much for being welcoming. Like I told Marie Flor, I always felt being on the outside, looking in. But now I think I've bonded enough, and I feel part of this.
And I am a single mother and my daughter is not here. But I feel so I belong to all, and as everyone knows, I am sick, and I don't know how long will I stay in this. But I appreciate all your efforts, Mili's, Agnes, everybody's effort to make me belong to the Drots. I mean, even if I don't have sisters anymore, I still appreciate your presence in my life. Thank you so much.
I want to say is, aside from the Exicom, I would like to thank Sally because so many things seem to fall on her. Everything but Sal complains about Singsco and anything that we need regarding Singsco. Thank you, Sally.
Your EXCO for their leadership and excellent coordination. I'd also like to thank the Manila group for their patience and their nurturing because I'm not one who will dance. For the first time, I let go wild abandon. And thank you very much, everyone. I love you all.
Well, first of all, I'd like to say thank you to the whole class, most especially the EXCOM. As you know, I have only been with you for 1.5 years of school, but I feel like I belong to this batch more than I did my St. Teresa's class. I spent from my prep to my second year of schooling. But I never got drawn to anyone, not as much as I have been with the Drots. And I'd like to thank you all for the warm hospitality, the love, the camaraderie, the friendship. I think that's the most important thing for all of us. I don't think I can find that anywhere. Even when I was abroad, it's almost like, the friendship has always been there from this end. We carry this to our graves because this is the most valuable thing that we've had. The love and there's the bond among us. There's nothing that can change that, and I really appreciate it. My gosh, the ideas that you had, thinking about the very littlest thing that we need, and I don't think anybody else can do that better. Thank you.
When this was put together, hindi pa ko tani gusto mag-entra because sabi ko, hindi makakatulog sa kwarto ako lang isa. Sabi ko kay Mami, kung Ma'am Guru, next time din ako mag-entra dito, kabunlan na ito sa Manila. Oo, madalaga ko na yun. But I was very happy then. Kasi nila may makulong ko. Yeah. I'm not a morning person. Try ko, gid. Kamakabatang ko. Wala na ako tingog. I have to join the dance because si Julian nakalayo sa Laguna.
Kinamuli na buwas. Ipisan may ugap ko sila. Kinasigi, nagkainom lang ko berongka, nagkainom ako sa vitamin C to strengthen myself. So, okay. Thank you again.
Thank you. Pero I'm happy because I have seen you all and maski hindi pirmitanan, hindi nga activity ng kaestra ko. Pero those moments were very memorable. Nasadyahan ako kay nakita ko lang ang uniqueness ng kada isa. Ang mga pagkatarsa sa mga iba nga so like ko gano'n so ang mga itsura sa India 60s those were things na I really appreciate makita ko ang goodness ng kada isa basta I hope na amo lang ni Phil
the dance because after living for a long time in foreign Switzerland where everybody is like this, I thought my knees won't make it, my arms won't be able to stretch out or anything, but it worked out. So it must have just been a determination and love pakisama. Because when Rose said, I'm gonna do it, I said, boy, I cannot just sit on my own while everybody's having fun and here I'm just going to clap. So I had to join. And there was no single moment that I regretted being here. I had the last few months, you all know, Mara had a very bad accident, which I thought she would be paralyzed. It was that bad. And the first moment when I saw her, the 4 steps with no crutches, I had tears in my eyes because I thought there's hope that she would be able to be normal again. And that's the same thing I thought. Now, if my bones are weak, my arthritis are working, I'll be able to dance if Mara can walk after having a So I made it. Thanks to You are all my muscle.
Because, I was placed in front. Because Ida said that I have, what did you say?
I don't know.
No, Ida said she was going to place me in front because of sheer confidence. Palilitian, sala. She placed me in the 2nd row. Sala. She placed me in the 3rd row. And then sila nga tuwa nga ako sa last, nagkanto sa front. So it's really correct when the Bible says the first will be last and the last will be first. So really,
Salamat sa EXCOM. I mean, I think we're so blessed to have them.
yes.
I think no class in the history of Saints Co, I think, has this kind of celebration. In fact, sa office, my executive director is a couple of years older than us. Sabi niya, 9 days ka mo? Saying ko, yeah, that's our program. I need a leave of about, 10 days. So, I mean, that's really unique. So, really a blessing. Salamat din. And I think our blessing is, if you look at it way back, na the friendship has grown, no? As Annie was saying, we've gone through our hurdles and the aches and the pains, but the friendship is there. And I think the blessing is that Iris has been away for 17 years. Yes, we got separated for so long. I think Susan Roses would really be the same. That the gift of the friendship, we just can pick up from where we left off. So I think let's keep that blessing and let's keep it strong.
Yes.
Okay. So thank you for that blessing.
Where will you sleep tonight? Oh my God! Another one. Oh my God!
When we were making this gathering, it's been called February 1 to 9. Daw novena. And it's the last day of the novena. So I was thinking like the whole, last night and this morning, it would have been fitting to have ended it with a retreat or a healing mass or a healing, gathering, so that if ever anybody has hurts within us, at least we can put it out there and lift it up to the Lord for healing. Para hindi na tayo magsunggod, maghinamo. So, next time we meet, I think, we should have a retreat. Annie also mentioned this.
I thought it would be nice
Yeah.
if we could have
Like a retreat among ourselves. That's all.
When I was in the States, every time may reunion kamo, I really missed all of you. And pero every time may reunion kamo, I always tell Ating to send me video, even Ludi. That I want to be in touch with all of you. And I just want to thank, when I was in the States, I just want to thank Iris and Annie, because they were my support. Si Iris every Friday, mag-off ako. She always calls me every Friday. And support ko din sila na though my family, but ako to, from here, you know. And then, I also want to thank Ludi, my forever BFF.
Wow.
For being my host these past 9 days and for her support in my sad times and in my happy times. She was also there for me. And I just want to let you know that I really miss all of you. Even when I'm in Manila, like right now I'm here, I don't want to go back. Not for my children, for my apos. I just want to stay here and to be with all of you.
Akuya, when this all came out, though for me it was not a job, it was out of love, Gijanna. I would have loved to see you all reconnect with each other na masadya lang find time to be, isang gabmay kita, what we've been doing, what are we now today. So I am blessed to have all of you, and I really feel the love for each other, the concern and the love for each other.
I belong to this group since kindergarten until now. Kag, daw kuha niyo pala ko nga, boost up yung morale ko. So, since before ako nang na-shy type na parang, uway ko kakanuokon, sila ka mabayli, sige mapatad mabayli. Ako lang na yan, tuhula ko bala sa, kung sa alam, wala ko alam. I'm not that bright, but when you put me in dancing and everything, I will always be there for the class.
Yeah.
So thank you for taking care of me as one of the Drots.
I thank you,
Paano ka muna sa Akon, galing nga your book. The whole time I went through life thinking I was named. I was named Maria Florinda, only to find out it never existed.
Ano lang pala?
But if Lord ko gali, ako na spelled M-A-R-I, and then separate capital letter F-O-R.
Names.
Yes. So, si Mami, it was in her imagination niya, pero kanano, kasi we're 6 so na-confused na siya siguro. So, she thought that was my name until I had to change my school records. So, pinagkipingkin eh, I think you emailed my daughter.
All these times,
No, because I had to change my school records, I had to change all my papers. Si Mami, Kuya was the one at fault. So anyway, si Pinky was saying she told my daughter, amo na yung ngalan niya sa album. Ay, sa album na yung So, to prove it, ipadalaan ko si Pinky, birth certificate and my passport. Kasi lang ko, hindi ang proof nga, amo, hindi na ako na ngalan. No, but so I changed my school records. Kaya ang pinbutang sa ni Mami was Maria Florinda. And I did not like that name. So sila ko kan imagine ang ako nga Agonia, how many years I thought amo na ngalan ko, and then only to find out hindi kali amo. So so that's a lesson also learn. Like with my kids, now I tell them, you better make sure what I placed in your baptismal is the same sa inyo with all your other legal papers. So it's a lesson learned. Okay? And then, before anything, I'd like to say thank you to God, really, because for putting me in this path where you all are. So I really thank God for this blessing. Kaya siling po, without you, kanami, just to set an example, a short one. When my husband died, si Rafi, when he died, na-appreciate ko si Ludi, Marijo, even Marivic. Who else was there? Basta without my calling them. Si Ludi was there from the very start until the very end. Until the last prayer ng Ludi na, no? And then,
I did not expect that from the class. Kasi kabalo po, everybody was also busy. And si Betsy also sent food nga. Wala ka to the Betsy na I can get to this somewhere. But then may secretary told me nga may padala ka nga pagkaon. So, even when Vic sent food, nga wala ko yun na nga yun. And then, on the side pag yun, she sent food for the guest. And then, ginput sana pag ikuya another box. Nga sila niya, no, you do not serve that. You bring that home. You bring that home. So, yun, masiling ka pala nga sila ko, ay, ang mga Drots, maybe that's why the Drots came. Kaya kami ni Rose before, with the Drot, we would always address each other. Oh, Drot, ako na. Yun na, I was surprised na that word took a life of its own. Or high water, bahala na. Basta ara ka mo.
Yeah. Very good. First of all, I want to let everybody know that I'm a proud Colata, but mostly I'm a proud Drot.
Yes.
So,
Take a break. I didn't want to miss all of this.
I didn't know what was planned for all this occasion, but I didn't want to miss it. So, I didn't want to follow the doctor's recommendation. Because it would have taken 1 year of treatment. So that I'm here. Thank you, everybody. The doctor recommended for me to have 1 year surgery, chemotherapy, and radiation.
Di mo nakatato?
Yeah, but you're going. Yeah, I'm going back next month.
1 year. You will go?
It's okay.
Hearing all your stories dawns on us that no matter how much we want to remain young, we are not young anymore. But we are young in age and but let us keep being young at heart, okay? Of course, I would like to thank really the people here who worked hard. I saw Miri worrying about whether I could go up the bus or not. Sa restaurant, if I could go up the stairs, Juliet helping me. Tutay always said, because actually, after paying with all the help, that's why when I came home, I left so many things in Manila because I was really not sure if I was really going to attend because I knew there were so many things that I could not do. So yeah, I thought, I will enjoy it because I will be with you guys, but there will be a big part where I will not be able to join. So but anyway, praying about it, sige, I went, bought the ticket, and came home a few days earlier so that I can be with my family. But, the first night pa lang, there was Mili already asking me, Kitin, the bus is like this, like that. And I told them, Mili, it's okay. I've psyched myself up. If I cannot manage the bus, I won't go. That's okay with me. That's a fact of life that I have to accept. But anyway, and then there were the gift packages, and it was like Christmas instead. But anyway, however, hearing all your stories, there's the other side of the coin, all this laughter and happiness and joy that we are facing challenges, and there will be more. It's not going to be easy. There will be more. I'm facing a cataract operation, a knee operation, a hip, but all this, it will come. Lord, I lift it up to you. It's up to you. Whatever you tell me to do, I'll do it. So trust in the Lord. Trust in the Lord and trust that we will be one with you in prayer. We will always be there. And so thank you everyone. To Tutay and Ludi who always could bring me home or because I can go up their cars. Sorry, Mariflor, hindi ko kasaka si but to everyone who really, made sure that we were all taken care of, extra special. Wow. Thank you, yeah.
In the first place, I was really thinking of that journey. Hindi pa sa Canada.
Why?
Because I was sick. Okay?
Sick?
Yes.
Wrong lawyer. Wrong counsel.
No, really. And then when I came home, napatay pang tiyak ko. And then sa Monday, tingnan ko ni Agnes, lakat ka, ma-exercise ka. Iyan, ito na. Yes, ito na. Pero, even though ginakakoy ako, anyway, thank you everyone sa mga inyo sa committee. Thanks everyone. Thank you.
It's really been quite a ride this past year. If you really know me, you know that I'm a very private person. So my world actually consists of my sisters and my family. It's not always that I go out, but it's been different with my classmates. And I'm going to tell you a little secret. When I joined this, I wasn't, it was like, it's okay, and then I would leave if I wanted to, because the security of my family has always been my comfort zone. But when we did this, I found out later on that with the love shared, it wasn't a job at all. I mean, we were starting to really enjoy each other, calling each other, in the middle of the night. We says, this is what's happened again, or whatever. And I'm going to let you in on this secret. Millie serves the best food in our house. And every time I say, Mil, fabada. So the next meeting, we'd have fabada, or she serves the best smoked bacon. I don't know how she makes it, but tuod din
Ipabaliktad ni Kwasa.
It's been like that, really. It's been a year of affirmation, of reconnecting, of rediscovering each other again. Like some of the connections you lose because you're so much into family. Especially so because I guess, when we entered politics, the cat fights that we had for him not to enter it. Parang nag-spill over, so parang you didn't want, you didn't want to see anybody, or you just wanted to keep your home stress-free. But now, it's really, really been such a wonderful experience for me to have friends that even my, in the end, it worked so well because even my sisters, the fever got very, very infectious, and they would tell me, why, I saw a good thing there, or I saw a good thing here. And just today, since they haven't seen me, so Maggie said, gano'n pa kada? Hindi pala sa Pimun, as na February 9. As na gani February 9, gano'n pa sa gabi. Yeah, we saw something again, And so, this little gold buses, and then you tell them, you're now all stars. And I'm very, very happy with rediscovering friendships like now you know that Marija likes peanuts, like little stuff like that. We're here for each other all the time, and I appreciate it. And it was Millie who had the guts when, like Lilian, I was really, really in a panic when my
4. My third, no. When my third son got into a surfing accident, she told me in her text, and it's only a classmate who can, a person who loves you very much, says, how dare you think that you can love your son more than God does? So put him in God's hands. And for me, that was, that was it. That was what kept the peace in my family. And when I told Lito that, it just shook his head. And he says, yeah, that's really true. And so in all this, I really appreciate it. Now, I know, Rose likes Polvorod, Corette sends me. Now, Corette, he's always the first one to greet me, or we try to outdo each other during birthdays. And now I found a reconnection because she was my classmate since kindergarten. Then she left for Casanova. Like Annie and Tina, right?
Yes, Agnes man.
Oh, si Agnes man. But I think Agnes left the earliest, no?
Yeah, grade 1 from,
So, thank you all. I really did enjoy this ride. And it wasn't really a job. You're saying, congratulations for doing such a great job. I think, we enjoyed ourselves more than doing the job. It came so very easily when they said that we even met, just to do the little preface. Remember, we had to write something. So we met here and we ate. Thank you, everyone. I mean, it's not us. You have been our blessings. It's not that we were blessings to you. All of you have been really our real blessings. Thank you.
What Betsy's saying, it didn't really feel like work. But I think for me, I didn't really give as much as I received. I felt I received more. I tell you, I discovered so much. See, Inday is like the captain of the ship. She's decisive. Elizabeth is, okay, let's do it, hala. She's the most generous of tanan-tanan. Si Ludi, anytime I will open a business firm, she will be the event planner. Bot si Milagro siya. Grabe. So parang we really gelled together, and that was for me a gift in itself. My only regret is because we were organizing syempre the duties, though I didn't really have as much time listening to your stories. That's why I love the book, because it will tell me what I didn't know. I really wanted to reconnect with each one, and it became a wonderful time for bonding. Every Monday and Friday, we would look forward yung kilit-anay kami. Tapos exercise mo hanggang sa makaon. We've really been enriched. We have really been so enriched by this experience. Choose to be kind and laugh often. Oh, that was easy because, the laughter was really one of the nag-ubin kapila katuig. Through the hills and the valleys, we have journeyed separately, and yet we have found strength. And so this book really tells us, where have you been? We've been through a lot of journey. I think all of us have faced our challenges in our own way. But we have found strength, and this is my source of strength as well. I just wish I could listen to all the stories, but I will look forward to reading this
service. It was really a way for us to grow together very well. Deep inside me, the enjoyment was really real. And aside from that, I mean, like to me, maybe for many of you, this is not just a big thing, but for me, I mean, getting to that stage and dancing was really to me one of the biggest things in my life. Not just because I was able to dance, but because getting there was really. I found many true friends because of that. Like number one, si Marijo. Bisa na mag-get the lesson sa Kagwana. It was only after Marijo taught me the steps when I gained real confidence. Nga primero kasi ko, ay manakul ako niya sa likod-likod siya para hindi ko makita.
Pero after when Joe talk me, so magbuwa sa video, ay, hindi ko kinaka sa video, may dumi ko. Among all the 40 plus of us, no one has ever given me as much confidence in my life as Mary Johnson. So, this is what I learned most among all of us, that we all balance each other.
Yeah.
And if the 5 of us in the EXCOM balance each other, how much more the 40 of us or the 30 plus of us? I mean, we saw it into Magete. Grabe, yung balancing. I think this will just go more and more and more. And I really wish all of you can share the bond that we discovered among 5 of us in the EXCOM. And maybe we should really do more things together and have more responsibilities for each other. Kaya kanami gid nga discovery for each other. I'm sure we are like that to each other as friends.
Thank you, Ting.
Thank you to everyone.
Experience niya. Baskin diin ka makadto, hindi mo ni makuha. Imagine you have 30 stories, 30 lives. And you know, all the time, I thought kilala ka na kami. All the time. But when you read that book, hindi ko kapati sa naatyan natin tanan. And because of that, I want mga people na hindi nga libro, it should stay here.
Yeah. Yes.
Kung may bana kung may bana ko, base i-share ko sa iya. Base pala. Because I don't think he's part of this.
Yeah.
No? So, I just hope, because I'm gonna hambal kay Pinky, things mapatag ko niya. I want you to keep that a secret. And I don't want you to share that with anybody else.
Okay.
Okay, kung na kung i-share nyo itong inyo, basta nga ako na hindi nyo pa i-share. That's true. Simple lang na ako. Hindi ko datapo ang secret. But, that's me.
Yeah.
And I don't want to share that with anybody else. I just want to share that with you. Okay?